out where the creek rolled through. Neath the whispering pines, I found her wild rose laugh in the bend where the water sighs. Lingering shadows cast by an oak tree's might, we carved our names one summer's eve 'neath the glow of twilight. And oh, the creek rolled through like memories in the rain, washing over old wounds, but the scars remain. Those gravel roads whisper with echoes of her tune. Every sunset bleeds the same where the creek rode through. Now the porch swings empty where once we used to sit, talking about forever in the flicker of a candle lit. But seasons turn like pages, her scarf caught on the breeze, left me with these empty hands and fallen autumn leaves. And oh, the creek rolled through like memories in the rain, washing over old wounds, but the scars remain. The gravel roads are quieter, the cabin's heart feels blue. Every trail grows colder where the creek rolled through. I wander these forgotten roads where our dreams once danced in view. An old saddle's all I carry, aside from thoughts of you. But even stars lose their way in the vast unending night, just like I roam without you 'neath this endless twilight. Yes, the creek rolled through like a song lost in the wind. It sings of sweet love gone as my heartstrings slowly thin. Now I lay me down by the river's gentle cool. Find me where the shadows fall, where the creek rolled through. Let the water run, let the memory stay true, lost in the dust of time where the creek rolled through. On a gravel road under a burnt orange sky, the oak tree shadow where we once lay side by side. Her scarf still a ghost on that old porch swing, dances with the wind, a silent twirling ring. Every whispered breeze, every rustling leaf brings me back to her, brings me that sweet grief. Her goodbye haunts the prairie of my heart. Each sunset paints the echoes of her part, riding alone where wild rivers bend. Her memory's the companion I can't comprehend. cabins empty where laughter once filled the air. Her absence, like the dust, settles everywhere. The trails fade now where we walk 'neath starry veils, lost paths in dead grass, old love and broken trails. No more her voice floats over fields of gold, just the echo of silence in the cold. Her goodbye haunts the prairie of my heart. Each sunset paints the echoes of her part. Riding alone where wild rivers bend, her memory's the companion I can't comprehend. Sometimes I wonder under these relentless skies if the stars watch me too through her gentle eyes. The saddle's worn, the night's mercilessly long. In the cathedral of the plains, her farewell is my song. Her goodbye haunts the prairie of my heart. Every dawn a reminder we're worlds apart, but still I ride where old shadows blend. With her memory, the love I'll never end. In a town where the oak trees whisper under the lantern-lit skies, I met her on a dusty porch as the prairie wind sighed. Her laugh was a melody, soft as a summer rain, but her eyes held the secrets, the joys and the pain. Oh, how her eyes sleeps beneath the starlit plains, dreaming of the wildflowers after springtime rain. Every sunset paints her, but she's gone with the dawn, left me with the shadows where her light once shone. We rode through the canyons where river bends twist, her scarf in the wind, a spectral mist. But time, like the river, slips silent unseen, leaves just the echo where laughter had been. Her eye sleeps beneath the endless aching skies, lost like the whispers of our last goodbye. Every trail grows colder, every cabin bare, ghost on the gravel road, a fragrance in the air. Now the saddle's worn, the leather cracked and dry, like the tear tracks etched where I once saw her cry. A part of me wonders on nights crisp and deep, I sleep peacefully, or if they too weep.
sending the listener into a melancholic trance. The final notes linger like the fading light on a western horizon, embodying the soul of a cowboy forever haunted, forever touched by love lost to the winds of time.
The valley where the cottonwoods sigh, I found love wild as dandelions under the July sky. Her laughter flowed like the creek after spring's rain. On that old wooden porch, I'd never feel that same.
Oh, the dandelion field died young, taken by the wind, left unsung. Like whispers in the dust, her love slipped through my hands. Now I roam alone, shadow in these forgotten lands. Time wore down the trails where we once walked. Gravel roads overgrown, oak doors forever locked. The cabin stands empty, the shell of memories, just echoes of her voice in the summer breeze. Yes, the dandelion field died young, scattered dreams, words left unstrung. In every sunset's glow, her absence I understand, a silhouette of solitude against the sprawling land. By the lantern's light, I see her scarf, faded and torn, each thread a tale of what we were and what I mourn. Under the vast prairie sky, stars witness to my creed. Love's a wildflower, cherished most when it's a seed. Field died young in the quiet town where a song was sung. I'll carry this heartache till my own trail's end. In whispers of the wind, I'll find her voice again. Out by the old creek, where oak trees cast shadows long, I first heard her laughter in the summer's sweet song. We danced under starlight, where the wild horses roam, in that dusty town, once a place we called home. Her voice rolled through the wind, clear and true, whispering secrets in the morning dew. Every sunset paints her silhouette, but she's a ghost I can't hold. Her voice rode through my dreams in the night so cold. Years roll like the tumbleweeds, past cabins worn and old, gravel roads forgotten, tales of love untold. The scarf she left behind on the porch swing sways, a remnant of her presence in those golden days. never to be found across those silent plains where our hopes were bound. In every whispered breeze under the crescent moon's glow, her voice rode through the past, the only love I'll know.
Out by the creek where the cottonwoods grew, you wove a scarf, the sky was blue. I watched as the shadows danced on your face. Beneath an oak, our hearts found grace. The wind whispered through high saddle leather, promised us storms we'd weather together. But the storm says nothing as you walked away. Silence like dust on a long gravel way. I yelled to the wind, begged the rain to explain why the sun set so red and love ends in pain. Years have rolled like tumbleweeds past. This old porch knows shadows cast, where laughter filled these empty halls. Now just echoes, boot falls. The cabin stands under twilight's embrace, monument to your vanishing trace. And the storm says nothing as you walked away. Silence like dust on a long gravel way. I yelled to the wind, begged the rain to explain why the sun set so red and love ends in pain. On a road that's worn, under stars that still blink, I ride alone with too much time to think. Beneath the cool, moody glow of a moon hanging low, I'm learning to forgive what I can't let go. The storm says nothing, but I found my save. Trails fade out, but memories stay. I whisper to the wind and the rain knows my name. Sunset still bleeding, but I cherish the flame. Yes, the storm says nothing, yet I've learned to pray for peace in the dust where my heart lays. On Lonesome Hill, neath the whispering oak, where the sunset bleeds its crimson stroke, I etched our names in the bark so deep, a promise I swore I'd always keep. The wind carries dust of ancient tales over worn-out boots and forgotten trails, where we once danced just shadows now, cast by the branches' solemn vow. Lonesome Hill said nothing, but I heard it all. The silence of your absence at the twilight's call. Every leaf a whisper of the days gone by. Underneath the weeping willow, I still hear you sigh. Years drifted by like clouds on high, gravel roads and that old porch swing side. The cabin stands, but you're long gone, just echoes of our sweet dawn song. The scarf you left sways in the breeze like a soft goodbye amidst the trees. I walk these paths alone, unspoken, with only memories as my token. Lonesome Hill said nothing, but I felt the weight of love lost to time and the cruel hand of fate. Every stone and stirrup, every fading trail marks the map of our story, now a lonesome tale. Oh, how the rain recalls your smile, washing over me, mile after lonesome mile. And in the quiet of the falling night, I find your warmth in the starlight's quiet light. Lonesome Hill says nothing, yet I hear your voice. In the rustling leaves I linger, I rejoice. Though you're a whisper on the hill's soft crest, in my heart's secluded cabin you forever rest. Fading into the sunset where our dreams once flew. Lonesome Hill knows everything, and it misses you too.
Under the boughs of an old oak tree, where we carved our names for eternity, a campfire crackles with tales it knows. In the glow our shadow forever grows. That scarf you left still dances with the breeze on the porch where time takes its ease. Those campfire echoes calling through the pines sing a love lost in these heartbroken lines. Rustling leaves and a whispering wind bring back the sweet sin where we'd begin. My heart is a saddle, worn and thrown, riding these trails forever alone. Now the cabin stands empty and warm, the windows dusty and the curtains torn. The gravel road that led to our front door, now just a path, don't lead me back no more. Rain taps the roof in rhythms of pain, every drop a memory, every storm a change. Those campfire echoes calling through the pines sing a love lost in these heartbroken lines. Rustling leaves and a whispering wind bring back the sweet sin where we'd begin. My heart is a saddle, worn and thrown, riding
these trails forever alone. So here I stand where the sunset bleeds, fading trails, the only guide I need. These echoes fill the silence of my nights, under stars that once watched us so bright. What's left is a cowboy's lonesome plea, a soul that wanders but can't be free. Those campfire echoes haunt me still in the chill of night, against my will. Rustling leaves and a whispering wind, lost love's echo where my dreams have thinned. My heart is a saddle, weathered and worn, bound to the ghost of a love forlorn. Campfire echoes, campfire echoes, sing me to sleep where the lonely river flows.
Out where the river bends under the oak shade, we carved our names in the bark, a promise softly made. Beneath the sky white and blue, your laughter was my clothes. Now only whispers linger where once sweet words you spoke. The cabin by the path where the sun would gently hold now stands untouched, abandoned, the canyon turned cold. Oh, how the wind cries through the hollow, empty space. Echoes of your footsteps that time cannot erase. The stars up above like the tears I've never shown. Guide me through these shadows on this journey all alone. Once this heart was sheltered by your love's untold gold, and I'm just a whisper where the canyon turned cold. The saddle hangs dusty, the horse long since gone. Like the dreams we once rode on, from dusk till dawn. That old porch where we sat now creaks under the weight. Memories fading like the light when day meets night's fade. Your scarf caught on the fence post, still fluttering bold. A flag of surrender to the grief I've yet to hold. Oh, how the wind cries through the hollow, empty space.
echoes of your footsteps that time cannot erase. The stars up above like the tears I've never shown. Guide me through these shadows on this journey all alone. Once this heart was sheltered by your love's untold gold. Now I'm just a whisper where the canyon turned cold. Sometimes in the silence, the gravel roadside, and I swear it's your voice 'neath the moon's watchful eyes. The daylight comes stealing all the night's gentle grace, leaving just the traces of your once familiar face. Oh, how the wind cries through the hollow, empty space. Echoes of your footsteps that time cannot erase. The stars up above like the tears I've never shown. Guide me through these shadows on this journey all alone. Was it just a whisper or your call returning home? Here in the silence where the canyon turned cold, the trail fades away under time's relentless mold. A story untold where the canyon turned cold.
Out where the oak tree stands, tall by the creek, whispers your name when the wind plays its speak. Under the shade where we once shared a dream, now just a shadow as quiet as it seems. Memory cries like the old porch swing sways, each creak a story of brighter old days. Your scarf in the breeze like a ghost in the night, a part of my soul tied to yours out of sight. The cabin stands empty on gravel lane in. I pass by sometimes just around the bend. Windows like eyes that have seen too much rain, watching the world, but the views never change. Leather and lace left on that old wooden floor echo your laughter, but you're here no more. Saddles and memories, both weathered and worn. I ride the trails, but my heart is all torn. Memory cries like the old porch swing sway, sunset now bleeds into the horizon where my heartache recedes. Yet you linger on like the scent of the rain in the dust of the trail where my love remains. Letting go, letting be, but your echo survives in the twilight's last calling. Memory still cries.
Down by the creek where the wild oaks grow, I first saw her in the spring soft glow. Her laugh was a melody, played low and sweet, under the shade where our two worlds meet. But now the oak leaves will whisper her name into the breeze. My heart walked away with hers beneath those ancient trees. The sunset paints her memory across the sky, but under these stars alone, all I do is cry. We shared our dream on an old porch swing, her scarf a splash of color in the autumn's cling. The cabin's empty where laughter used to ride, only dust dances now where our secrets used to hide. And the oak leaves still whisper her name into the breeze. My heart walked away with hers beneath those ancient trees. Every sunset steals a color I used to know, leaving just shadows where we used to glow. By the gravel road I pause and see her trace. In the fading trail a gentle lingering grace. What's gone is gone like the river's endless flow. She's a part of every place I go. Yes, the oak leaves will whisper her name into the wind, a reminder that some loves once lost never end. Now every sunset lets her memory invade, silhouettes of what was in the twilight start to fade. The wind carries away the song of our yesterday. Heart walked away, but her soul's here to stay.
In the shadow of an oak where the creek used to flow, I found an old scarf, faded blue like her eyes. Under that whispering sky, our love was a flame on the porch of that cabin where I whispered her name. Oh, fading light tied down to the ghosts of these grounds. Her laughter haunts the prairie winds in a twilight that never ends. My heart rides lonesome trails of tears, fading light tied down
through the years. That old saddle's worn like the lines by my eyes. Gravel roads, empty cabins where our dreams used to lie. Rain on the tin roof, a rhythm lost in time. She's a memory, a melody in a worn out rhyme. Oh, faded light tied down to the echoes of this town. Her whisper in the midnight rain, a love I'll never claim again. My soul wanders, a shadow in the dust, fading light tied down to a husk. On a hill the cross is cast, shadows long and lean. Beneath each one a story, a love that might have been. And I ponder under stars that we once knew, if heaven holds a place for the loves we lose. Oh, fading light tied down, where my heart forever is bound. She's a sunset slipping from the sky, a whisper of goodbye in the quiet, where old ghosts have played in the fading light. I'll stay tied down, unswayed.
Out where the oak tree marks our names, the wind burns, cuts deep like wildfire flames. Here in the whisper of the tall grass beds, your laughter echoes where the horizon ends. We carved our dreams in that old porch wood under stars, believing everything could. Wind burns like the tears we never cried, lost words in the gust of prairie nights. My heart's wrapped tight in a dusty scarf's hold, in the saddle of sorrow through the land so cold. Wind burns and the memories just whirl, scattered like leaves in a long, lonesome swirl. Once the cabin smiled with candlelight, now shadows curl in the corners of night. The gravel roads where we used to roam now lead my weary booster home alone. Rain taps softly on window pane glass in the rhythms of a time that's past. Wind burns like the tears we never cried, lost words in the gust of prairie nights. My heart's wrapped tight in a dusty scarf's hole, in the saddle of sorrow through the land so cold. Wind burns and the memories just swirl, scattered like leaves in a long, lonesome swirl. So I whisper to the setting sun, forgive all the things we left undone in the twilight. Every shadow, no, we're just prisoners of the winds that blow. Wind burns the trails and I've yet to find,
fading tracks of the dreams left behind. But in the silence, there's a song that yearns for one more dance where the wind still burns. Yes, in the silence, there's a song that yearns for one last dance where the wind still burns. In the shadow of the oak, where the creek used to sing, there's a flannel shirt hanging, torn by the wind's wing. It was hers when the sunsets painted our dreams on the back of my saddle through whispering streams. Oh, that flannel shirt flew with the storms and the years, like my heart rides the trails of her whispers and tears. Every threadbare line a memory of her kiss. In the silence, her laughter is what I most miss. Now the cabins lay empty, the fires burn low, gravel roads less traveled. Where does the old love go? Once danced under starlight, now shadows confine, where the echo of our footsteps on the old porch pines. Oh, that flannel shirt flew with the storms and the years, like my heart rides the trails of her whispers and tears. Every threadbare line a memory of her kiss. In the silence, her laughter is what I most miss. Under the vast prairie skies, I confess to the breeze, her scent in the scarf that the cold evening sees. A rider alone by lone stars overhead, holding on to a love long silent and dead. Yes, that flannel shirt flew with the storms and the years, and I've aged with the oaks, shedding old silent tears. Yet her warmth's in the weed, through the winds that persist, in the heart of a cowboy where her memory exists. She said goodbye with her boots still warm, didn't take the picture on the barn, left her coat but not her scent, and I knew damn well what goodbye meant. Didn't fight, didn't raise my tone, just lit a smoke and watched her go. A man don't beg when love's run dry, but damn, whiskey don't lie. So I ride through dust and bitter sky with nothing but the truth in rye. The bottle's blunt, but honest still. It tells me what she never will She's gone for good, no alibi, and God knows whiskey don't lie. Past the creek where we first kissed, the wind don't whisper like it did. The porch lights out, the dogs moved on, the house still stands, but love is gone. They say you'll heal with time and road, but broken wheels don't carry load. So I pour paint and glass on high, 'cause hell, whiskey don't lie. My shame and pride under stars she used to idolize. The saddle squeaks, her favorite song, but everything she loved is gone. She won't come back, I don't ask why, 'cause the burn says it clear, whiskey don't lie. About how I've been, tell her I still talk to the wind, and I drink slow, 'cause I learned slow that not all love is meant to grow. So here's to love that didn't last, to dreams that faded way too fast, to nights I held her like the sun and woke to find she'd come undone. You can't outrun a farewell cry, and no damn bottle ever lied. Out where the wild roses used to climb, near the sleepy town by the county line, old oak tree marks where we'd meet. Shadows stretch long, memories bittersweet. That porch swing creaks with ghostly tales of whispered loves when all else fails. Memory haunts like a lone coyote's cry underneath that vast unending sky. Riding through these plains, just me and my sorrow. Trails gone cold in the dust of our morrows. The cabin stands, but the light's long gone. Like the laughter we shared till the break of dawn. Saddle worn and your scarf still blue, but nothing feels right without you. Gravel roads where we once roamed, now just pathways to what we'd own. Memory haunts like a lone coyote's cry underneath that vast unending sky. Chasing shadows where the wild winds blow, holding on to a ghost in the twilight's glow. The rain taps soft on the window pane, echoes of steps calling your name. In the silence where I found my fears, the dust settles deep, as do my tears. So memory sounds like a lone coyote's cry, echoing through these fields where my heart lies. Each sunset burns, then fades out of view, lost in the twilight, lost without you. As the stars peer down from a sky so vast, I'm holding on to echoes of the past.
In the glow of the fading light drifts under the whispering oak tree shade, we carved our names young and naive on that old porch where the summer winds played. Her laugh was a melody, soft as the dust that danced round our boots in the warm evening gust. Now the sun dips low and the shadows stretch long, her voice just an echo in the prairie song. The oak stands silent, the porch worn thin, in the fading light drifts where my heart still lives. Years have rolled like tumbleweeds past the dusty old cabin where memories were cast. The saddle sits empty, the trail's overgrown. A cowboy rides solo, his heart turned to stone. The scarf she once wore, now frayed by the breeze, hangs over my door, whispers sorrow and please. Now the sun dips low and the shadows stretch long, her voice just an echo in the prairie song. The oak stands silent, the porch worn thin, in the fading light drifts where my heart still lives. Oh, the rivers may wander, the mountain might stand tall, but her sin in the rain, it haunts through it all. As the stars peek through the cloak of the night, I reckon love's a journey, not just a plight. So the sun dips low and my dreams take flight. In the fading light drifts, I'll find my respite. The oak stands witness to all that's been. In the fading light drifts, love's gentle sin. In the fading light drifts where my heart still lives. In the silence, my old soul forgives. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild wind has spoken, lies the house where my heart first came undone. Wooden beams and faded dreams, porch where we lay talking, now just echoes of the setting sun. Silk scarf she left on the railing still dances with the gale. Like her whisper, it haunts this hallowed ground. Old house left behind with your windows worn and blind, Can you keep her laughter locked inside your walls? Dusty roads I roam, no more to call this home. Just a ghost in boots trapped in time's unyielding claw. Seasons turned, the fires burned, and the rivers all grew colder as the trail from your door wore thin with rain. Saddle sore I rode once more, but each sunset made me older, under skies that whispered her name in vain. That gravel path now overgrown can't lead me back to before, when the world was ours and love was wild and free. Old house left behind with your hall so undefined. Do you hear my heartache echo through your rooms? Wandering soul I've become under this relentless sun, chasing shadows in the twilight's loving gloom. By the creek where we met, the water still remembers how our dreams flowed like the currents in the spring. But those waters took you east to where the city's heart dismembers all the beauty and the peace that nature brings. Old house left behind where my roots are intertwined. I leave you with her memory, but mine I cannot free. Every whisper of the wind calls me back to where we've sinned, yet I ride with only dust to comfort me. Old house, keep her safe as I vanish without trace, a lonesome cowboy with the sunset as his guide. Under the shadow of an aging oak, where wildflowers dare to grow, I first saw her laughing in the sun's low golden glow. We carved our names within that bark, a fortress strong and true in that quiet, dusty town, under skies so endless blue. Oh, the oak tree called my name, winds whisper secrets old and new, echoes of her voice in the leaves sing of the love I once knew. Every creek and branch, a tale of dreams we'd claimed, under that old oak tree where nothing stayed the same. Years drifted like the river bends, smooth stones worn by time. That old porch saw seasons turn, but she's no longer mine. Scarves that danced upon the breeze now lost, like her soft smile left my heart upon that path. Walked alone for miles. Oh, the oak tree called my name, winds whisper secrets old and new, echoes of her voice in the leaves sing of the love I once knew. Every creek and branch, a tale of dreams we'd claim, under that old oak tree where nothing stayed the same. In the quiet I hear the rustling leaves speaking low and sweet, days when the sun spilled like honey where the earth and the sky would meet. But the sunsets bleed crimson now over lands where loneliness reigns. Every twilight cries
cries for her, and the night whispers my pain. Yes, the oak tree called my name under starlit skies so clear and deep, where memories lay in the dust where the willows weep. Still every night by that gnarled old frame, where my tears fell like rain, under that old oak tree, whispering her name, whispering her name.
By the old Weaver's Creek, where the oak shadow lays deep and wide, found an old hat, faded and worn under that blue stretch of the endless sky. Reminds me of days, dust in your smile. You tip that brim with a wink in your eyes. But the hat stays like the echo of your laughter in the hollows of this heart that can't move past you. The wind whispers your name through the canyon sighs, under the twilight where our old love lies. The saddle's empty on the porch, it's seen better days. The scarf you love now just sways in the breeze. Town's a ghost of itself, just like me, walking these gravel roads where you walked with me. Cabin's empty, our dreams just dust, fading trails where we once loved. Yes, the hat stays like the echo of your laughter in the hollows of this heart that can't move past you. The wind whispers your name through the canyon sighs, under the twilight where our old love lies. There's a peace in the solitude, a pain in the quiet, reflections in the creek, your face in the riot of memories flood and the rains come down, washing my soul where hope once was found. So the hat stays, not ready to let it go. Part of you still lingers in the sunset's glow. Hear your whisper with the cold night's breeze while I sing our song to the whispering trees. Yeah, the